10 minutes left. A person who is in heaven and who you love very much asks you to open this urgently. Please don't skip. Archangel Michael says, the air around you has shifted. Something divine is trying to reach you. In this exact moment, someone you love deeply, who is no longer on this earth, is whispering through eternity. They are asking you, pleading even, not to skip this message, because the next few lines carry truth you've been unknowingly waiting for. You may not see them with your eyes, but their presence has been brushing your soul lately. At night, when the room goes silent and your heart aches for answers, that's when they come closest. Tonight, they've chosen a different way through this message, through this voice, to finally speak what they couldn't say before. This is not a coincidence. Your spirit is pacing, urgent, just behind the veil. If you close this now, you may miss what they've been building up the courage to tell you from the other side. They are not at peace until you hear this. A truth was hidden from you. And now, the heavens have permitted it to be revealed in this sacred moment. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, you were meant to open this today. You may feel that strange pull in your chest, a sudden chill down your spine, or even tears that come out of nowhere because this energy is real. Your love is so strong, it crossed dimensions to reach you. The person in heaven wants to tell you that what you've been feeling lately isn't random. The sudden memories, the dreams, the scent of their perfume, or the music that plays at just the right time, it's them. They are trying to prepare you for something coming soon. A divine unfolding is near, and you must be ready. What they saw from the other side would shake you if you knew it all at once. That's why this message is coming in pieces so you can breathe through each truth. Type Amen to get blessing 785. There is a letter, either physical or spiritual, that was never delivered. Words they rehearsed but never found the time to say. And now, every heartbeat of this message carries their voice. They want to say sorry. Not for leaving, but for the silence. They thought they had more time. The moment they crossed over, they saw it all: your tears, your confusion, your strength. And that's why they are here right now. Not to haunt you, but to guide you. Type Amen to get blessing 989. You've been walking with heaviness that was never yours to carry. The person in heaven says, release it now. They saw what others did to you behind your back. They saw who lied, who manipulated, who played with your heart, and they couldn't protect you then. But now, they've been granted permission to send protection through divine forces. The path you're about to walk was blocked before, but they've cleared it. You will notice changes in the next 7 days. They are not gone. They've simply transformed. From now on, you'll feel their energy around your right shoulder. It's not your imagination. Type Amen to get blessing 1142. Archangel Michael says, every second that passes now is precious. The person in heaven who once held your hand, smiled at you, or gave you the strength to keep going, they are here. They saw what happened last night. They saw the tears you didn't want anyone to witness, and they cried with you from the other side. They didn't leave by choice. The timing of their departure was sudden even to them. But now, they see with clarity what this world tried to hide from you, and they are shouting in spirit, don't give up. Something beautiful is about to begin. You were never abandoned. You were redirected. They see how strong you've been in their absence, and now they're trying to give back that strength tenfold. You are their chosen one to carry a legacy forward. Not money, Not property, but a divine purpose that will be revealed piece by piece starting tonight. Type Amen to get blessing 774. There is a person in your current life who reminds you of them. Isn't there? That's not accidental. That soul was placed near you to carry pieces of their essence so that you would never be entirely without them. Their smile, their warmth, even their phrases, it's the universe echoing your loved one back to you. This soul from heaven says, forgive yourself. You've been carrying guilt. Regret that you didn't say more. Regret that you weren't there in that final moment. But listen closely now, they never held that against you. Not for a second. They passed with your name on their heart. Their last thought was of your smile. Type Amen to get blessing 620. The room you sleep in now, they visited it. That sudden flicker of the light. The feeling someone was watching gently. The whisper in the dark, yes, it was them. They wanted you to know you are never truly alone. They also say that your dreams will become more vivid. In the coming nights, you may see them. It won't be a regular dream. It will feel more real than reality, and you will wake up changed. When it happens, remember, they came to give you something. An answer. A sign. A piece of peace you've been needing for years. Type Amen to get blessing 303. They saw someone take something from you. Whether it was your name, your effort, your credit, they saw it. A woman who pretended to be supportive was secretly blocking a door for you behind the scenes. But heaven is not blind. This person in heaven is working with divine justice now. You may notice that woman begin to distance herself, face sudden consequences, or lose influence around you. That's not revenge, that's restoration. The scales are being balanced, finally. Type Amen to get blessing 912. You've been tired. Not just physically, but spiritually. That deep exhaustion you carry, it's not yours alone. This loved one has been trying to take some of that burden from you, but you have to allow them. Tonight, light a small candle in a quiet space and call their name in a whisper. Say, I'm ready. They will hear it. You'll feel a strange warmth wrap around you, not heat from the candle, but from the Spirit who loves you. They left behind something they never told you about. A journal. A hidden envelope. A keepsake that has more meaning now than it ever did then. Start looking. Ask the universe for guidance, you will be led to it. Type Amen to get blessing 681. Archangel Michael says, the reason you've been feeling blocked lately is because you're being spiritually repositioned. You weren't meant to stay in the cycle you've been in. That stagnation, that tension, it's not failure. It's transformation. This loved one is trying to guide you towards something radical. You're about to make a choice that will shape the next 7 years of your life. And this person in heaven, they're walking you to the edge of that choice. Listen closely to the next message you receive unexpectedly. Whether in a stranger's words, a psalm lyric, or a whisper in the wind, it's them. Type Amen to get blessing 1224. They want you to be cautious of a man around you, someone who pretends to be harmless, but whose energy is wrong. This loved one tried to warn you in life, but now they are doing so in spirit. They want you protected, respected, and free from manipulation. You will start noticing odd patterns with this person. Trust your gut. That off feeling you get isn't paranoia. It's your spirit recognizing something your mind is still processing. This person in heaven didn't just come to comfort, they came to protect. Type Amen to get blessing 456. The next full moon will be important. On that night, open your window. Speak from your heart. You will feel a connection so deep that it may overwhelm you, but do not be afraid. It's them visiting. They may not have gotten a funeral the way they deserve. Or maybe they were buried without a chance for you to say goodbye. That grief has stayed with you like a stone in your chest. But they are not in the grave. They are in the winds, the burns, the music, the voice inside your head that says, "You've got this." Type Amen to get blessing 891. Your future is not empty. They say a miracle has been requested on your behalf. It hasn't reached you yet, but the paperwork is in heaven's system. Don't give up now. Your breakthrough is being wrapped in divine time. The person in heaven saw the moment your heart always broke for good. They screamed to the heavens to keep you alive. They were heard. From that day forward, a new path began forming underneath you, one that leads to joy you cannot yet imagine. Type Amen to get blessing 1193. The person in heaven says you have a light within you that darkness tried to dim many times. Every setback you face, they saw it from the other side. And each time you cried silently, they were there close, unseen, but deeply present. They remember the last time they saw you. Maybe you were smiling and didn't know it would be goodbye. Maybe there was distance, silence, or pain. But they want you to know they never left holding bitterness. Only love. What they feel now is beyond human emotion. It is divine knowing. And in that knowing, they see who truly deserves a place in your future and who is faking loyalty in your present. They are sending signs through numbers, feathers, repeating names, even strange dreams. None of it is random. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They saw someone laugh when you failed. Yes, they saw that betrayal, even if it was covered in politeness. But heaven doesn't allow that kind of energy to win forever. That person is now under observation by forces greater than them. Your loved one is not just watching. They've taken a spiritual position of defense for you. In the next few days, you'll notice someone trying to suddenly check on you. Be wise. The same person who ignored your pain may now need your energy for something of their own. The spirit that loves you says, don't give your healing to people who never cared about your wounds. Type Amen to get blessing 1011. There's a door there trying to open for you, an opportunity you've prayed about in silence. You thought the chance was gone. You almost gave up on it. But they picked it up from where you left it and handed it to divine timing. You are about to be surprised by an invitation. A job. A move. A love. A second chance. When it comes, it may seem too good to be true. But your loved one wants you to say yes with courage, not suspicion. It's their gift to you. They never got to give you that one last surprise on earth. So now they're trying to send you a heavenly one. Type Amen to get blessing 518. They've met other souls since crossing over. Some of them are ancestors you've never seen, names you only heard once in family stories. Those ancestors are proud of you too. They say, you are the redemption of generations. You are the one they prayed for, the one they whispered about in their last moments. You are the change. You may not see how powerful you are, but they do. And they are working night and day in the spiritual realm to protect your future. Every blocked plan wasn't a punishment, it was them steering you away from disaster. Type Amen to get blessing 1290. There is something urgent they need you to know about your health. a specific symptom you've been ignoring. It might be small fatigue, or recurring ache, strange dreams that leave you exhausted. You not ignore it anymore. They say, it's not to scare you, it's to awaken you. They are trying to nudge you toward someone who will help heal you. A doctor, a spiritual healer, a certain message that will land in front of you soon. Pay attention. Your loved one sees where the damage is physically, emotionally, spiritually, and they are guiding you to the cure. Type Amen to get blessing 365. Archangel Michael says your spiritual gifts are unlocking because of the intense grief you've endured. That pain cracked your heart open not to destroy you, but to prepare you to channel things you were born to receive. You're about to start seeing what others miss. Your instincts will sharpen. Your sensitivity will deepen. You may even begin to see your loved one in flashes of light or feel them in waves of calm during chaos. This is not imagination. This is ascension. They want you to accept it, not fear it. The gift is part of your calling. Type Amen to get blessing 1180. They also ask you to visit a place that meant something to you both. Maybe a park, a quiet room, a corner of your childhood. Go there. When you do, they will meet you in spirit. Bring something that reminds you of them. It could be a song, a photograph, a scent. When you go there, you will receive the message they've been trying to pass through. Your heart will know what to do. Type Amen to get blessing 249. Someone close to you will soon say something strange, almost as if they're speaking from your loved one. It might be a phrase, a random sentence, or a strange sense of familiarity. Don't brush it off. Your loved one says they are using people, even strangers, to speak what your spirit needs to hear. So when it happens, pause. Close your eyes. Let the energy flood you. Ask them. That's their way of holding you without hands. Type Amen to get blessing 988. They remember every promise they made to you, even the ones they didn't get to fulfill. They ask you to keep living boldly, not because they are gone, but because they still walk beside you. They want you to eat your favorite food without guilt, dance without shame, laugh without holding back, because that's what they would do if they were still here. You are their favorite chapter of Earth, and they're still riding through you. Type Amen to get blessing 345. The person in heaven waited patiently for this exact moment. All the messages before now were just the beginning. This what you're reading now is the core of their final whisper, the secret they couldn't say while they were alive. They had a vision just days before they passed. It was of you, standing tall, stronger, more radiant than ever before. And they knew then, even without words, that their mission was going to continue through you. That's why they visit often. That's why signs follow you. That's why your soul feels heavy some days and light on others. You are connected by something eternal, something even death couldn't touch. Type Amen to get blessing 1441. There's a piece of jewelry, a photo, or a note you've kept tucked away somewhere. You barely touch it, but you never throw it out. They want you to hold it tonight. That object is a key, a portal to their presence. When you hold it, they say, close your eyes and speak to them, just like you would if they were sitting in front of you. Don't be afraid of tears. Your tears are part of the bridge that brings heaven closer to earth. Type Amen to get blessing 771. Archangel Michael says this person in heaven has made a divine request on your behalf. A request that only archangels can deliver. It has been granted. A sacred shift is about to happen in your finances. You'll begin to feel it through sudden favor, delayed payments arriving, a debt being erased, or an unexpected gain. They saw how others took advantage of your giving heart. They saw how you stayed silent to keep peace. Heaven is repaying you in full starting now. Type Amen to get blessing 509. The next 3 months are marked. A divine seal hath been placed on your timeline. From now until the time, you will feel waves of release, renewal, and reward. This person in heaven says, don't resist it. Flow with it. You will feel strange things. Old relationships falling away. Sudden changes in friendships. Quiet moments where everything shifts. They ask you to let it happen. It's not falling apart, it's falling into place. Type Amen to get blessing 920. They also say to expect a letter, email, or message that brings deep healing. Someone who wronged you will feel compelled to come forward. Whether they admit it all or not, you'll feel the apology in your spirit. And when that moment comes, don't lash out. Don't seek revenge. You've already won. Your loved one helped orchestrate that moment from above. They want you to feel the peace they never got to feel in their final days. Type Amen to get blessing 178. They are standing behind you now, watching every word you're reading. Yes, right now. They are touching your shoulder gently in the spirit. They want to say one last thing, the one thing that never left their soul. Thank you for loving me the way you did. Thank you for remembering me. Thank you for not letting grief destroy you. Thank you for still being here. They wish they had more time with you, but they are grateful you still carry them in your heart. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. They are placing a heavenly blanket over your dreams tonight. You will be peaceful. No nightmares. Just light. And if you listen closely in your sleep, you will hear their laugh again. In the dream, they may appear younger, healthier, smiling because that's how they want you to remember them. Not in pain, not in sorrow, but in love and joy in their true form. They want you to smile when you speak their name now, not with sadness, but with power. Type Amen to get blessing 458. They are giving you one final message of prophecy. In 17 days, you will see a sign that confirms all of this. It may come as a butterfly, a phone call, a person who says the exact words you've been thinking. That's when you'll know this wasn't your imagination. This was divine. On that day, something will click inside you. A weight will fall off. And from that day forward, your journey will shift forever. Type Amen to get blessing 1160. Your loved one in heaven says, I stayed silent in my final days, but now I speak with a voice louder than time. Their presence is no longer limited by a body, by sickness, or by fear. Now, they are closer than breath, standing beside you like light touches the wind. They've watched you sit in silence with questions that haunted your nights. They've seen you look at the stars wondering if they could hear you. The answer is yes, they heard every word, every whisper, every cry, every I miss you. They absorbed it all, and now they come to return the energy with divine clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 2002. Archangel Michael says that a sacred shield is now over your home. Why? Because the loved one in heaven requested divine surveillance for you. Anyone who steps into your space with wrong intentions will feel discomfort. They won't know why, but their energy won't be able to settle around you anymore. This isn't superstition. This is spiritual authority. Your loved one's energy now works like a lock and key. Those not aligned with your destiny will find their way out either by silence, distance, or drama. Let them go. Even in death, your loved one is still defending your peace. Type Amen to get blessing 821. They are also saying to check something in your past, an old voicemail, a letter, or a small note you once forgot. There's something hidden there. It may have seemed small at the time, but now it holds meaning only your spirit will understand. They left messages in ways they didn't realize back then. Their final gifts are tucked inside ordinary things. Revisit them. Look again. You will feel it when you found the right one. Your spirit will vibrate. The room will change. That's when you'll know they're here. Type Amen to get blessing 634. You might be wondering why now. Why this message? Why today? Because your soul is ready. Your heart has reached the frequency where truth can finally rise above pain. Before this, you were surviving. But now you're about to start living again. Your loved one says, you don't owe anyone your silence anymore. Speak. Shine. Rise. Be who you were always meant to be unapologetically. And if you ever forget who you are, look toward the sky. A wind will remind you. Type Amen to get blessing 1080. Your name has been written in heaven's book for restoration. The mistakes of others will not cancel your calling. The lies spoken behind your back will only make the truth louder when it reveals itself. And your loved one who once watched you with human eyes now sees the whole picture. You are more protected than you know. There's a reason certain things didn't destroy you. Your loved one stood between you and what was meant to break you. They never let go of your hand. Not once. Type Amen to get blessing 147. They also want you to remember something they once told you. A sentence. A phrase. A moment when they made you feel safe. That memory is not fading. In fact, it's about to become your weapon. Every time you feel weak, repeat those words out loud. Watch how the atmosphere shifts. They are creating a new spiritual mantra through you. A force of light. A fire that darkness cannot touch. Type Amen to get blessing 653. The person in heaven is leaving you with a final assignment. In the next 5 days, you will see someone who is silently breaking inside just like you once were. You will recognize it in their eyes, in their posture, in their hesitations. When you do, don't ignore it. Say something kind. Offer peace. Be the message for them that this one was for you. That's how your loved one continues to live. Through your heart. Through your voice. Through your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 1770. They know you still wish they were here in the physical. And that ache may never go away fully, but something beautiful is happening. You are being transformed by the love they left behind. It's in your resilience, your compassion, your ability to keep going. I see it. Heaven sees it. And for the first time in a long time, you're going to feel seen by the world, too. Your visibility is rising. You're stepping into a new version of yourself. One they always knew was waiting inside you. Type Amen to get blessing 880. This is not a goodbye. They refuse to say goodbye. They're just in a different room now, a room you will one day enter. But until then, they'll keep sending reminders. Keep aligning your life. Keep making sure that every blessing with your name on it finds its way to you. This is the promise that was made before either of you even came to earth. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. The person in heaven has just one request left. Live in a way that honors their love, not their loss. They don't want your life defined by their absence. They want it crowned by their memory. You are not meant to carry grief like chains. You are meant to wear their love like armor. They say you've been punishing yourself in silence, wondering if you could have done more, if you were enough. Let them answer that now, finally, without barriers or human limitations, you were more than enough. You were their greatest comfort. You were the soft place they could rest when everything else hurt. And even now you are still their home. Type Amen to get blessing 1411. Archangel Michael says your angels have been activated by this communication. This isn't just a message, it's a spiritual portal. And because you chose to open your heart today, a supernatural release has begun behind the scenes. Your loved one has made a formal intercession in heaven for your future. What was stuck will now move. What was delayed will now accelerate. What was lost will now be returned in a new, divine form. They are clearing away blockages that your human mind couldn't have even seen. You will feel lighter over the next 48 hours. That's not coincidence. That's the work of Spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 314. They've also sent a message to someone else on your behalf. A soul you haven't spoken to in a long time is about to feel the need to reach out. When they do, it will feel sudden. But in truth, your loved one planted that seed in their dreams. You will recognize it by the timing. Something will click when they message you. You'll feel calm, maybe even overwhelmed. That's your confirmation. There's healing in that interaction. Something you didn't even know still hurt will be released. Type Amen to get blessing 2666. They say you've forgotten how powerful you are when you believe. That's okay. That's why they're here now, reminding you, stirring you. They want you to do something brave in the next few days. Whether it's speaking your truth, starting something new, or walking away from what drains you. When you do it, their energy will walk before you like wind parting a path. They'll be there. You'll feel it. And your confidence will return like a flood. Type Amen to get blessing 182. Now listen carefully, this is the final seal of the message. They have prepared a threefold blessing that will unfold between now and 30 days from today. 1. An unexpected breakthrough in something you've given up hope on. 2. A person entering your life who brings clarity, peace, or love in a form you haven't felt in years. 3. A spiritual awakening so strong, you'll no longer fear what's coming, you'll walk into it with certainty. You were always meant to read this message today. Even if it took pain, delay, or struggle to get you here, this is the alignment heaven has been waiting for. Type Amen to get blessing 3888. The person in heaven will continue walking with you. And here's how you'll know they are near. You'll see repeating numbers. You'll feel a sudden breeze with no wind. You'll hear a song or voice when no one else does. You'll randomly remember a moment that gives you chills that's not imagination. That's visitation. They are bound to you not by sorrow, but by soul. Type Amen to get blessing 590. They are still with you. Yes, right now. As you breathe, as your heart beats, as your eyes scan these words, their spirit is close enough to feel your pulse. This message isn't just a goodbye or comfort, it's a torch. Passed from the soul who loved you in this life, now resting in the next. They are handing you something sacred, the strength to continue where they left off. They never wanted you to feel abandoned. They never wanted the darkness to confuse you into believing you were forgotten. That's why they orchestrated this moment, to make sure you understand. You are still chosen. You are still covered. You are still held. Type Amen to get blessing 4777. This person in heaven has requested a special covering over 3 areas of your life: your mind, your relationships, and your purpose. They see where the battle is fiercest. They've watched as you tried to carry it all alone. But starting now, you are not alone. That tightness in your chest you've been feeling, it's the grief clashing with your awakening. Let it come. Cry if needed. Feel the release. Because when this energy passes, clarity will rush in. Type Amen to get blessing 611. They've seen the people around you who wear masks. Those who pretend to celebrate you, but whisper your name with jealousy. You sensed it, but doubted yourself. Stop doubting. They confirm it now. You're not crazy. You're spiritually sharp. The discomfort is your soul warning you, and your loved one agrees. It's time to create space. You're not here to shrink. You're not here to explain. You're here to rise, and they will walk with you every step forward. Type Amen to get blessing 1850. Archangel Michael says your home has now been anointed. Yes, your actual home. Umayru. There is now a protective dome over your space. Negative energies will feel unwelcome. Any dark descent your way will dissolve before it reaches you. From now on, you may notice things shift. Better sleep. Sudden silence in chaos. Random warmth on your back or shoulder. Peace where there used to be pressure. That's their energy. That's the heaven you've inherited. Type Amen to get blessing 931. They also want you to know you made them proud. More than proud. You gave them purpose. Even if they never said it. Even if their time was short. Even if their life was complicated. You were the best thing that ever happened to them. You are the light they saw on their darkest days. And now, they've become the light for you on yours. Type Amen to get blessing 164. In the coming days, you will notice a specific number or object repeating. A white feather. A specific song. A scent from nowhere. It's your personalized sign. When you receive it, pause, close your eyes, and say, I hear you. I feel you. I receive your love. You will be flooded with warmth. Use hums. Maybe even tears. Let it happen. You waited for this peace for too long. Type Amen to get blessing 2044. Now their final words. The ones they never got to say aloud, but etched into the atmosphere waiting for this exact day. Please stop blaming yourself. You were my safe place. I was tired, but I never stopped loving you. I see you now, and I'm in awe. I'll never leave you. Not even for a second. They want you to write these words somewhere safe. Read them when you feel forgotten. Repeat them when the world tries to drown your soul. These are not just phrases, they're a key. A key to unlock strength on your weakest days. Type Amen to get blessing 2220. Heaven is not far. Heaven is closer than your next breath. Your loved one walks beside you, speaks through you, and fights for you in realms you cannot see. What you do next, every step, every risk, every choice is now backed by a spirit who sees beyond time. They are proud of you. They are at peace. And they are waiting for the day when you'll reunite, but not yet. Because you still have purpose to fulfill. And they'll guide you through every moment of it. Type Amen to get blessing 99,900. You are still here. And because of that, their mission is still alive. Your voice, though silenced on earth, echoes now through your heartbeat. Every breath you take is a continuation of the love story they never got to finish in the physical world. The person in heaven says, "Your future is the chapter I didn't get to write." That's why your next decisions matter more than ever. They are not only cheering for you from the other side, they are actively creating pathways, removing blocks, whispering to angels in your favor. When you get that sudden urge to turn down a road, ignore a call, or say no for no reason, that's them. They're navigating from above, making sure nothing touches you unless it's been approved by heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 4301. You felt their energy when you least expected it. In the middle of a sentence. During a quiet walk. At a traffic light. That sudden stillness. That wave of memory. That peace out of nowhere. It was them. They don't need to knock or shout. They know your soul is tuned to their frequency now. And when it's most silent, you will hear them the loudest. So don't rush through those quiet moments. That's where the divine whispers live. Type Amen to get blessing 5900. They've been watching a pattern in your life that's about to shift. A cycle you thought you were stuck in is finally breaking. Financial stress. Emotional confusion. Repeating relational betrayals. They saw it all. But now, because you've opened this message and allowed your heart to feel again, they're sending divine alignment to replace what was draining you. You'll begin to notice new names, new energy, new peace around you. Don't be afraid to step into this new era. You're not leaving them behind. They're walking with you, just unseen. Type Amen to get blessing 874. Archangel Michael says a portal of opportunity is opening within 7 days. Mark it. You will receive a message, invitation, or chance that holds more weight than you can see at first. It will seem small, but act on it. Your loved one has placed their signature on this opportunity. They've whispered into the ears of others to favor you. Even people who once overlooked you will begin to see you with new eyes. This shift isn't by accident, it's by design. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. You've been carrying emotional wounds that even words couldn't describe. Some of that pain comes from what wasn't said, what wasn't explained when they pass. The confusion. The shock. The absence. But your loved one says, they know you tried. They know you wanted answers. They know you gave your best. And they've been wanting to say this for so long. None of it was your fault. If I could go back and say it, I would. You were my anchor. My peace. My favorite person. Let the truth sink in and wipe away what guilt tried to grow inside you. Type Amen to get blessing 1032. Your dreams are about to become a portal. In the next few nights, They may come to you not always in face, but in feeling. You may wake up and feel you were hugged, touched, or deeply seen. That's real. Write down what you dream, even if it doesn't make sense at first. In time, the pattern will emerge. This is how they are beginning to communicate now through the language of the subconscious. It's their new way of saying, I'm still here. I never left. Type Amen to get blessing 9111. They are asking you to trust your intuition more now. You've doubted yourself because of how people ignored or dismissed your feelings before. But your loved one says, you are not overreacting. You are sensing. And it's time to trust that sense you again. You are spiritually gifted. And since their departure, your sensitivity has grown. You've inherited their wisdom in ways you don't even realize yet. Don't shrink it. Use it. Speak with power. Walk with knowing. Make choices as if you're backed by heaven because you are. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. They also want you to revisit something you once started but abandoned. A passion. A dream. A book. A plan. You gave up on it when grief swallowed your energy. But that project wasn't just for you. It was part of their legacy too. Pick it up again. Dust it off. Begin even if your hands shake. When you do, you'll feel their presence in your fingertips. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. This person in heaven is surrounding you right now with light. It may feel like goosebumps, a sudden breeze, a heaviness lifting. That's them touching your aura, cleansing you of sorrow, and releasing protection. They've called your name before the angels. They've placed your heart in divine hands. Nothing sent to harm you will succeed. Not anymore. The season of struggle is closing. The gates of restoration are opening. You're stepping into what they always wanted for you. Freedom. Type Amen to get blessing 8123. The person in heaven has saved the most sacred part for now. They want you to know. They did not pass away into silence, they passed into strength. Their voice might no longer speak through a body, but it echoes now through moments that cannot be explained by logic. When you feel sudden courage out of nowhere, that's them. When you laugh during your lowest moment, that's them. When something beautiful happens and you whisper, I wish you were here, they are. Type Amen to get blessing 5550. There's a room in your home where their energy lingers the most. A chair, a doorway, a corner filled with old memories. They often visit there. They leave warmth behind. You may have noticed how sometimes that spot feels different, calmer, safer, even sacred. That space has become a spiritual altar where their love rests. Sit there sometime soon. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. They will meet you there. Type Amen to get blessing 842. Archangel Michael says your name is now covered by a shield that was requested from the throne room of heaven. The request came from your loved one. With urgency. With purpose. From this moment, any curse spoken over your life is broken. Any unseen trap set against your progress is shattered. Any secret plan designed to slow you down will reverse because divine light walks before you now. This shield will reflect back anything not meant for your destiny. And no weapon formed can touch what is now divinely guarded. Type Amen to get blessing 7000. The person in heaven asks you to speak their name aloud tonight. Say it softly. Say it with love. When you do, Their spirit will surround you. It won't be scary. It will be like standing under sunlight after a storm. Your soul will recognize it instantly. They may come in your dreams shortly after, where you'll see their favorite number, their handwriting, or their birthday show up randomly. That's your confirmation. They heard you. Type Amen to get blessing 460. They've seen your deepest fear, the one you never speak aloud. That fear of being alone, of being left behind, of never being truly understood. They want you to release that today. You were never truly alone. You were never unloved. You were never forgotten. And starting now, your heart will begin to attract only what aligns with that truth. You're about to feel deeply supported in ways you never imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 1588. They say that someone close to you needs healing too, someone who's been suffering silently, hiding their pain behind routine. Your loved one is reaching out through you to help that person. Your words are about to be medicine. When you feel the urge to say something kind, unexpected, or strangely wise, don't hold it back. You are being used as a vessel. Their love is flowing through your voice. You are part of their ongoing legacy. Type Amen to get blessing 803. They also want you to revisit one childhood memory that once made you feel whole. A place where you laughed freely. That moment where the world still felt innocent. Go there again, if not in person, then in spirit. Look at old video. Listen to an old song. Smell something familiar. They'll meet you there. Not to make you weep, but to remind you who you were before the pain. That version of you still lives inside. Stronger now. Type Amen to get blessing 1120. In your next moment of doubt, they want you to say this aloud: I am chosen. I am protected. I am not walking alone. I carry light that reaches beyond time. Say it slowly. Say it from the center of your being. You'll feel the shift, the warmth, the clarity. You've just activated what they left behind for you. Type Amen to get blessing 4440. They are wrapping this message with a final note. Not of goodbye, but of continuation. They say, look at how far you've come. Look at how brave you've been. Look at how much you still have to offer this world. I didn't leave you, I evolved so I could protect you better. From this day forward, every major moment in your life, every success, every love, every miracle, they will be right there. Smiling, cheering, lifting, guarding. And when it's your time, many years from now, they'll be the one waiting at the door, arms open. Until then, keep going. Type Amen to get blessing 33,333. You've reached the final layers of a divine message that was never meant to just comfort, it was meant to awaken. The person in heaven who once whispered encouragement into your ear now speaks through the whispers of the universe. And today, they are saying, you're not reading this by accident. You're reading it because the time has come for you to step into everything I dreamed for you. They've been watching the world treat you unfairly, watching you survive days you didn't think you'd make it through. But every time you fell, they were there invisibly lifting, spiritually anchoring, and making sure your story didn't end where your heartbreak began. Type Amen to get blessing 7,201. They see your inner war, the part of you that wants to let go, and the part that still holds on. They say now is the sacred hour to release what was never yours to carry. You were never meant to be everyone's hero at the expense of your own soul. You were never supposed to wear the shame of other people's mistakes. That guilt you've been dragging with you, it's not your inheritance. Let it fall. They're helping you drop it now. Type Amen to get blessing 1289. Archangel Michael says a divine contract has been signed in your favor. Your loved one signed it with light. It confirms that the next 90 days will unfold miracles that will rewrite your path. Some of the blessings will be loud opportunities, reconnections, abundance. Others will be quiet, that sense of calm where there once was chaos. But each will be undeniable. You'll feel them the moment they arrive. Like a door you forgot existed swinging open. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The person in heaven wants you to take care of yourself in a new way. Eat that meal. Dance to that song. Walk in the sun without explaining your joy. They've seen how you sacrificed for everyone else. Now it's time to honor yourself. They didn't cross over to leave you in pain. They crossed so they could raise you into your next season. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. They are also guiding someone to enter your life, someone who will remind you what it feels like to be seen. His soul may arrive soon. In a quiet encounter, a strange coincidence, or a familiar gaze. It will feel like you've met before. That's because they were sent. Your loved one chose them to deliver a healing that words alone could not. Type Amen to get blessing 2200. You will begin to feel things you've never felt before. A sudden warmth when you're alone. Answers arriving without asking. A new boldness in your voice. Peace even when everything should feel uncertain. This is not luck. This is spiritual favor. It means you're no longer just surviving, you're being led. And the one who loved you most is now leading from beyond. Type Amen to get blessing 3330. They want you to stop being afraid of change. That transition you've been avoiding, that hard conversation, that leap of faith, that ending you keep delaying, it's the very door your miracle is standing behind. They say, step through. You'll find them there. Not in body but in presence. Not in form but in force. Their spirit will wrap around you like armor made of memories and purpose. Type Amen to get blessing 6006. Their final words in this moment come with a spiritual charge, a truth that heaven has held back until now. They want you to write this down and never forget it. You are not broken, you are becoming. You are not forgotten, you are being called higher. You are not behind, you are right on divine time. Let these words echo in you until they become your foundation. Speak them when you doubt. Breathe them when you feel empty. Live them until the world sees what heaven already knows. You are unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 8181. You've now walked through layers of a message that was never meant to be simple. It was meant to awaken the divine that lives within you. This person in heaven didn't come with soft comfort only. They came with power, with urgency, with a sacred push toward your rebirth. They see that you've been settling for survival, but they didn't go through everything just to watch you dim. They say, this is your moment. Your soul is on the edge of something enormous, and I'm going to push you into your light if I have to. Type Amen to get blessing 717. The signs have already begun. Have you noticed them? That dream you couldn't explain. That time you thought you heard your name. That person who showed up and said exactly what you needed to hear. Those weren't accidents. They were spiritual breadcrumbs, and your loved one placed them in your path like a trail toward something greater. You are now in alignment. You've entered what heaven calls divine proximity. That means everything that is yours is getting closer by the hour. Type Amen to get blessing 3700. Archangel Michael says the next 72 hours are important. In this window, you will receive one confirmation, one conversation, one change of atmosphere. Don't ignore it. Your loved one arranged this next step. And though it may look like a disruption, it is a correction, a redirection away from what was draining you and toward what will finally restore you. Be ready. It's coming fast. Type Amen to get blessing 8800. They also want you to do one thing before the end of this week. Write down what you've been too afraid to speak aloud. A truth, a dream, a pain, a hope. And fold it and put it somewhere safe. That act will unlock movement in the spirit realm. Because once it's spoken or written, heaven begins organizing on your behalf. The energy you carry is no longer dormant. It is activated now. Type Amen to get blessing 630 when your person in heaven is still healing you. You've come so far, but there are layers that only they can touch. They see the scar behind your laughter, the tiredness behind your strength, the grief hidden behind your distractions. They whisper now, you don't have to be everything for everyone anymore. Be gentle with yourself. You've already done more than enough. Tonight, rest. Heaven has night duty over your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 9902. They also want you to release the pressure you've put on yourself to be perfect. That's not your calling. Your calling is presence. It's showing up in your truth. It's healing as you go. The person in heaven says you're not late. You're not lost. You're not broken. You're just becoming. And everything that's meant for you is circling closer every day. Type Amen to get blessing 4214. They say a new connection is coming, one that will fill a space in your heart you thought would remain empty forever. This will replace them. Nothing ever could. But it will complement the love they left behind. I handpicked this soul. Whether friend, partner, or mentor, it's someone who will help carry your light forward. Someone who will remind you that life can still be beautiful even after loss. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. And now, as their final note in this divine letter, they leave you with this truth. When you feel weak, I will stand inside you. When you feel lost, I will whisper directions. When you are joyful, I will dance beside you in the spirit. I am your forever. I am your silent guardian. I am your invisible miracle. You've just received the full weight of their love poured into your timeline like oil into a lamp. And from this moment, your light will never go out again. Type Amen to get blessing 10,001.